Alright, War Robots fans, this is Bagofsoup coming at you with another test server weekend. This is test server 2.9 point something or other, and this is Saturday, April 1st, whatever, I think it's April 1st, yeah, April 1st, 2017, and we have a couple new things to test out in the new test server. Number one, if you look in the hangar, we've now got two dash bots to test out. The Mark II and the Mark III. Now the Mark I is not listed to be able to test out this weekend, but we have a theory that you're going to be able to eventually get all three of them, like a light, medium, and heavy version. You can even see the size difference between the Mark II and the Mark III. And you can also tell that the Mark II now has skin on it. So we're going to take a closer look. This was the medium, basically medium version of the three dash bots that we got to test out, and you can see the colors and skin it has. Since it's kind of got that dash ability, I figured that racing stripes would be great. My son Thomas thought that like a jet fighter look would look great, but either way, that's what we seem to have here, and I really do like it a lot. And it's got the three medium weapons here, and the stats will tell us once again. Last time I had 45 speed. This time it's got 44 kilometers an hour speed. 118 K hit points, so a little less than last time. And it does have the dash ability that lets it dash in any direction every so many seconds. So we've outfitted the Dash Mark II. We're going to test out the Mark II first. And then just that. And then we're going to test out the Mark III this weekend and then put them against each other, see which one is better or which one is better for different situations. So we outfitted two of them with Tarans and plasma basically, and two of them with Orkans and rockets basically, and then one with Punishers, so that we can test them out at close range. So we're going to go ahead and jump into a battle. Of course, with three medium weapons, you really can run anything that a medium weapon can put on there, including Molots and Tulumbus and Hydras for longer distance. And so we might get to try out some Tulumbus with the new reloading mechanic on there, or some Molots as well for long distance. But it doesn't have that frontal physical shield to protect from snipers, so that will be a concern. It does have the Ansel, the built-in Ansel shield that can, protect against mid-range rockets and close-range rockets, so that's good. So we'll see if we can jump into a match and see what map we get. Alright, we've got Springfield here. Let's see where they drop us in. We're going to be in the city. And in the city, I'd like to think I would go more close range. But we'll start with the Tarans anyway. We've got to do our little tutorial here. We got to fire off and do some stuff. It is funny running this Mark II after several weeks of running the Mark III, which was definitely a lot slower, the heavy version. Let's test out our dash here, and it gives us a 12-second cooldown between dashes. Now you see a sniper back there we do have to concern ourselves with, and that will be the first weakness of the Dashbot Mark II is going to be the fact that it does have an Ansel shield. It just doesn't have a oh, there comes a sniper trying to get us. Oh, man. So we're going to try and use cover here. Yeah. So we do at least have the Ansel shield, and that protects against the tridents and things like that back there in the background. So let's try and hit our trident guy here. He won't be able to hurt us as bad. Our shield sure recovered fast. Man, it's amazing what three Tarans can do. So we're going to keep protecting ourselves against this Zeus Raijin guy, and maybe we could try to break his shield. We'll just try and shoot him every 3 seconds between his shots here. See if we can take him out. We're starting to take fire, so we'll put one more guy in our way here. Alright. Another dash bot. Let's use our cover as well as we can. We got snipers to deal with and all sorts of things. So anyway, I like the skin of this bot. It's just a different color than before. I like that. And Like I said, the as a medium version, it's got that built-in Ansel. So this is kind of like a Fujin, basically, but more mobile. And of course, the first question we're going to ask is, if this really comes out, what would we do with a Fujin? It has the same firepower, about the same hit points, but it's got more speed. I mean, not a ton more now, but um, because the Fujin has about 39 to 40, and this has 44. So let's continue to jump in with Tarans, and the reason is if we do face other Mark IIs with that built-in Ansel shield, the Tarans will cut through them better than, say, if we use our Orkans just yet. So let's go ahead and finish off this guy. We still have to watch out for that sniper. Now, right here, you can see how fast these Tarans cut through that we better close the gap on this guy here. But you can see how fast those Tarans were cutting through that Fury that had the heavy Molots there. I'm not quite sure that Fujin's running, but yeah, it'll be fine to put the dash bot up against his little spider brother here, the Fujin. So yeah, that is the question. What's going to happen to the Fujin? They both have 3 medium weapons, which was unique to the Fujin. They both have an Ansel type shield, and they both have close to similar speed. But now you've got this. Let me protect you. We both have Ansel here, so we'll use each other's Ansels. But see, his issue right there, you can see the Fujin has to put his shield up in the middle, or while standing still, okay? But the Dashbot can put the shield up any time, and I mean, the shield's automatically up like a Carnage, so you have to wonder why run a Fujin when you can run a, I'm just going to go ahead and start hitting this guy before he can hit me. Let's see how fast a Dashbot Mark II can take out a Fury here with 3 Tarans. Okay, and luckily we only have a 5-second reload here. But yeah, I feel like this bot would make the Fujin kind of useless to run here. There's a Griffin Punishers we'll work on. We have just enough speed to get around the corner from this Fury. Yep, okay, so we've done pretty good here with this Dashbot Mark II. Of course, we've done about as would be expected with it. We know what it can do, so let's scare off this guy a little bit from trying to hit us. Alright, I say we'll go in. Let's just go in for fun with the Punishers. It'll be nice to see what you could do with the speed up, the Punisher speed up, and the extra range on this guy. I don't really know where the rest of the guys are on the battlefield. We'll just focus on the guys ahead of us here. But yeah, that's one of my concerns for the Dashbot Mark II is what do you do with the Fujin now that you've created this beast that has 3 medium weapons, built-in Ansel shield all the time, can move with the shield, and the special Dashbot ability. The Fujin only ability it has is the shield. This has that for free, basically. Let's start using our speed-up weapons and see what happens here. Wow, you can cut through some of these guys pretty quickly. Alright, we got some guys on all sides of us here, so this is a good test here. And see, that's nice to know his Aphids won't do anything against us. So this could be a great Griffin killer. You can shoot at a Griffin and then dash back if they have Orkans. And you get him some early protection against that if you have your shield charged up. Let's practice right here. See, he's going to be trying to cut through our shield with his Punishers at first while we're sitting here taking him out. And his Magnums can hurt us, but that's about it. So we should be able to take him out pretty well. And let's go ahead and reload. And he won't be able to take us out. So this bot definitely has some good uses to it. Oh, we got a guy right here. Let's see if we can finish him off here. Dash out of the way to give us a second to reload. And then able to take him out. And see, here's another example. Right there, that Carnage wouldn't be able to get through our shield even though it was a little low. We'd be able to take him out. So obviously the Dashbot Mark II has some good features to it that I've already liked. It's going to be interesting to compare the Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3 there. Let's see how we did. Not bad for our first game. Over 1 million damage. And we were even down a guy, so that was pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look back at that Dashbot Mark 2 again. We'll grab one and look at the skin one more time. So yeah, I like I love how the guns are kind of staying off the bot. They don't have the little connectors going on the Punisher. But no, I like the skin a lot. I really like those colors. I think they've got it pretty balanced. They slowed it down a little bit. They lowered the hit points a little bit from last time, and they raised the cooldown from last time. So I feel like it's definitely not as overpowered as it was last month when we tested it. So that's good. Once again, my concern is going to be with 3 medium guns like that, the built-in Ansel shield and the dash ability, what's this going to do to the Fujin bot like that? Just like when the Mark 1 was coming out, what's going to happen to the ROG? So hopefully they'll beef up the ROG to equal the Mark 1. They'll beef up the Fujin a little bit to compete with this Dashbot Mark 2, and then of course I think the Dashbot Mark 3 is comparable to a Griffin, so we'll see. That's already pretty beefed up in the first place. So that's it. That's our look at the Dashbot Mark 2. As you can see, he's already pretty good. His biggest weakness, of course, will be no physical shield. So if you're going up against Plasma or Trebuchet snipers, you'll have to watch out. I'd love to hear your comments on the Mark II. What do you think of the reduced stats? Do you think it's still overpowered like it felt last month, or do you think it feels better now? What do you think of the paint job? Do you like that look? Kind of like I said, a race car or a fighter jet. It's got just a neat look to it here. What setups do you think would be to run best? Would you rather run close range setups as a kind of a medium beacon runner, like Tarans, Orkans, or Punishers? Or would you rather go in and do something more long range like the Molot or the new redesigned Columbus with the auto reload? That'll be huge. Or the Hydra, something like that. Please leave your comments in the comment section below, or if you have any ideas for any setups you want me to run this weekend. I'd like to hear what you think about the Dashbot Mark II versus the Mark III. We'll also be testing that out, plus the new paint job as well. That's it. This is a Bagofsoup coming at you, and I hope you have a blessed War Robots day.